Hi, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. We are sitting at the last week of March, so I thought this would be a great time to do the elemental readings for the month of April. This reading is going to be focused on water signs, so that would be Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I want to take a look. We're going to lay out some cards and see where the energies are taking us, what Spirit has to tell us about what we should be mindful of or watching out for come the month of April. So we're going to just give these cards a quick shuffle, and then I will bring the camera down and we'll lay out some cards and see what the universe would like to share with us with regards to the month of April for water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Six of Pentacles in the center position, crossed by the Ten of Cups. That's a pretty auspicious beginning. You've got the Page of Wands, the Tower behind you, the Four of Cups on top of you, and Death in front of you. That's awesome. You've got the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So let's start here at the center and see what we've got. Six of Pentacles crossed by the Ten of Cups. So money issues or money concerns being perhaps you're refinancing, perhaps you're trying to sort out credit cards or recover from a bit of a large purchase. Perhaps there is money that you owe or money that is owed to you. Those kinds of situations are going to be something that you're dealing with as the month of April approaches and begins. It does not, however, look stressful or anxiety producing. It feels very much like this is something that is under control. You're getting your ducks in a row, so to speak. You're getting things sorted out and organized. Perhaps there might be a settlement coming to you, could be an income tax check, but there's money coming in and money going out. But it doesn't feel like it's particularly unbalanced. It sort of feels like what goes in, what goes out. There's a rhythm to it. It's not anything really shocking or surprising. There's just seems to be an order to where you are financially right now, and it's feeling like you can handle it. It's feeling okay. Crossed by the Ten of Cups, which is one of, it's a really, really lovely card to get. Ten of Cups just simply talks about fulfillment. It talks about emotional fulfillment, family fulfillment, things going the way you want, a coming together of that which is important to you and that which you hold dear. Given the fact that April is in the month of, Easter is in the month of April, there are other religious holidays also coming up in the month of April. Would not be surprising to say that, you may be dealing with family get-togethers, family functions, and that could be the bringing together of family, the contentment, the happiness. This shows that, you're probably going to have a good get together. It's not going to be quite as stressful as perhaps you're thinking it is. This is a really nice way to start your reading because you've got your finances sort of coming together and you've got your emotions in a good place. You've got the Page of Wands here, so the page is talking about perhaps messages And wands are talking about ideas, self-expression, creativity. So perhaps you're going to get some messages or some insight, some information, some guidance with regards to a creative project you have, with regards to an idea, something you're really passionate about. But there's going to be some, and it's going to be good news or helpful news. You have the Tower behind you, which frankly is where you would always like the Tower to be. It's talking about things that came to an end, situations that changed suddenly or dramatically. It's talking about an ending so that beginnings could start anew, so that new things could come into your sphere, into your circle. The Tower is something that is in your past. I probably something that's taken, place in probably the last 3 to 6 months. It was something that was, upsetting, or perhaps just a relief. But either way, whatever has come to an end is as it should be. It needed to come to an end. It was sort of destined. And from that, you create the new beginnings going forward. The Four of Cups is talking about sort of an emotional ambivalence. And that could very well be, as you're recovering from the Tower, there's a sense that kind of not sure where you want to go, or feeling like you don't have the energy to move things forward, feeling as if you're not quite sure about the direction you want to take or how that is going to unfold or play out. With the Ten of Cups sitting here and the Six of Pentacles, that's almost like a bit of a reassurance that even though you're feeling a little bit like you're not kind of clear which way you want to go, it's a really good thing. You're going to be in a good position, and you're going to be able to move it forward. You're going to be able to take gifts that are offered to you, whether it is information or some sort of a emotional support, some kind of guidance, but there is going to be some forward movement. And this is confirmed by the Death card, because the Death card literally means transformation. It means it's time to move forward with new beginnings, with new starts, with new creative ideas, with those things that you're wanting to take into spring. And the transformation will be an important one. It'll be significant in whatever is significant and meaningful for you in your life, based on the things that you are dealing with and trying to move forward with at this time. There really is a sense that sort of the worst is behind you. There was a period of time that was just like really, really hard. It was tough. And these cards are reassuring you that it's now time to find new inspiration, new ideas, a new attitude. It's simply time to move forward. The Ace of Wands talks about a brilliant ideas. It talks about some new starts, new beginnings, fresh attitudes, a way to kind of move forward in a way that is inspiring, in a way that brings you confidence, that speaks to your passion, that speaks to those things that are important to you. This could be a new idea, a new concept. It could be taking something that already exists in a slightly different direction. But the insights are going to be helpful, and they're going to help move the situation forward. You've got the Queen of Swords here. Now, the Queen of Swords could be an air sign, so it could be a Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. But it could also be talking about the need to be a little bit more analytical, a little bit more logical, looking for balance, looking for clear communications. And because it's following the Ace of Wands, it sort of suggests and indicates that you have some really good, clever ideas. They're really creative. You're really wanting to move forward on these. And, you know, these creative ideas could literally be anything from planting a flower garden to starting a business or a new art project, a new beginning of some sort. So, you know, take a look at your life and see where this information applies. But there's definitely some brainstorming going on. There's some really, really good ideas coming forward, because there really is a sense that it is time to transform. It's time to bring the new in and thank the old for the lessons learned and put it in the past. It's time to lay it down and know that the time for transformation and moving forward is upon you in the month of April. You're going to have good ideas. You're going to have some help, perhaps from some air signs. There's going to be a sense of moving forward. You have the Nine of Pentacles sitting on top of that. So that's talking about really a financial security. It's talking about feeling secure and safe with that which is physical. So that could have to do with money, physical possessions, your home. But there really is a sense of it coming together, a sense of completion. Perhaps, you know, you're looking at again, it could be something as simple as repainting your living room to something really, really significant, like, you know, a significant amount of money coming in, or a bit of a change or a significant change in your perception of your surroundings or the reality of your surroundings. With the Knight of Cups there, it's indicating that the actions going forward of an emotional nature are going to be positive and helpful. It's going to be there's just a sense of new beginnings here. There's a sense of putting the old to rest and laying it down. Being mindful of the fact that there are new ideas and new insights coming, and this looks actually like a really transformative time for you. The month of April should bring some new starts and new beginnings. It should bring the creation of perhaps new ideas, or a beginning that it's time to move forward and start with. And certainly the Six of Swords affirms that. The Six of Swords very often talks about moving away from that which is difficult into smoother waters. So again, that which is past is past. Leave it in the past and move forward. And here you have Pentacles, again, talking about finances, stability, practicality, your home, those things that are physical. So again, you know, perhaps you're moving away from a very stressful or difficult time and things are stabilizing. There is very much that sense of stability coming into the fore, stability moving into your life, moving forward. Ten of Swords is telling me that, you know, absolutely, you have gone through a period of time where it truly feels as if you kind of just came to the end of your rope, the end of your energy. Perhaps you are recovering from, you know, an illness. But there really is a sense that you've paid kind of the dues. You've been hurt, you've been knocked over, you have picked yourself up, and it's time for you to move forward. And you're wanting to move forward in a way that is positive and helpful. And the Page of Cups here is assuring you that there is going to be some good news. There's going to be some messages that come to you, some insights gained, perhaps some guidance given. And that will be guidance that is helpful to you in terms of your emotions, things that are going to hit your heart, messages that give you insight or guidance. So that's really good news. You've got the King of Swords here, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So the King of Swords is talking about an air sign, so it could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. It could be, you know, a male of one of those signs. But very often the King of Swords talks about the need to bring in a sense of logic, being very analytical, perhaps multitasking, finding that balance of communication, of insight going forward. So there's a lot of emotional stuff going on this month, but you're going to find that balance where you are able to create a situation where you're also using the logic. You're using that which is going to serve you going forward. And the Ace of Pentacles is lovely because the Ace of Pentacles talks about finances, possessions. So something new and something kind of significant is going to happen in the month of April, possibly. So you could be looking at, you know, it could be a tax return coming to you. It could be something financial that stabilizes, that brings you a sense of security, and perhaps a sense that things are going to start moving forward in a way that is solid. And it's just simply time to let the past go. It's time to move forward. It's just simply time. You know, it's as simple as that. This is the thing. Water signs are incredibly sensitive. So we can really get knocked on our butt when things happen that are difficult. You know, it can take us a while to sort of recover from them. It feels very much, an emotional hit very often feels like a physical hit to us. So there is literally a physical reaction to how our emotions are doing. And it's the month of April, there are indications that it's just simply time to lighten the load, open the windows, throw open the curtains, bring some citrusy scents into your life, bring in the sunshine, because it really is time for water signs to shine. I hope that this has been helpful to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. I am enjoying doing these readings, and it's a new experience for me, so that's kind of cool. Then I get to share it with you people. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, perhaps share it with your friends, and I'm just hoping that this information gives you some guidance for the month of April. And if I could just literally boil this down to one message, it would be, it's time to welcome the spring. It's time to welcome that rebirth, that new energy, that happiness. The winter is over. The time of hibernation and stagnation is done. It's time to throw open the curtains, throw open the windows, and move forward. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. Be well, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.